Hey everyone! Buckle up for a wild ride into a story that's equal parts thrilling and unbelievable. It's about a girl's secret life that flips from dream to nightmare in the blink of an eye. You won't believe the twists, the escapes, and the heart-pounding moments. But before we dive in, hit that subscribe button and smash the like if you're ready for more epic tales like this. Let's jump right in. Anna was only 9 years old when her whole world turned upside down. Her mom and dad had been fighting a lot, and one day, they decided they couldn't live together anymore. Anna felt sad and confused, like her happy family was breaking like a fragile toy. She stayed with her mom in a small town called Riverside, a quiet place with a sparkling river running through it. Green trees lined the streets, and birds sang in the mornings. But life wasn't easy there. Her mum worked long hours at a flower shop, arranging pretty bouquets for people. Soon, Mum met a new man named Uncle Tom. He owned a cozy little bakery, where he made fresh bread and sweet cakes that smelled like heaven. Uncle Tom was kind in his own way. He would give Anna a warm cookie after school sometimes, but he was very strict. He had rules for everything. "No short skirts, Anna," he would say. "They're not proper for a young girl. And makeup? Forget about it." He thought bright lipstick made girls look too grown-up too soon. Anna couldn't even stay out late playing with friends. Their home was a tiny apartment with just 2 rooms. Anna shared a small bedroom with her mom, where they had bunk beds and a little lamp for reading at night. Uncle Tom had the other room all to himself. It was crowded, and Anna often felt like she was just visiting, not really at home. She dreamed of having her own space, a place where she could hang posters, listen to music on her little radio, or draw pictures without anyone peeking over her shoulder at school in Riverside. Anna had a few good friends. There was Sarah, who loved telling funny jokes, and Mia, who was great at drawing animals. They would whisper during recess about their secrets. Sarah had her own room with pink walls and a big toy chest. Mia could wear whatever she wanted and even had a sleepover party once. Anna envied them so much. "I wish I could have a room like yours," she told Sarah one day, while they swung on the playground swings. Sarah giggled and said, "Come over anytime. We can play dolls and eat snacks." But Uncle Tom rarely let Anna go to sleepovers. "It's not safe," he would say, shaking his head. Anna felt stuck like a bird in a cage that was too small. She missed her dad a lot. He lived far away in the big city of New York, where tall buildings touched the sky and lights twinkled like stars all night. Dad was a busy man who owned a store selling fancy clothes dresses with sparkles and suits that made people look like movie stars. He visited sometimes, bringing gifts like a stuffed bear or a new book. "I miss you, kiddo," he would say, hugging her tight. But those visits were short, and Anna always cried when he left. As Anna got older, things started to change. By the time she was 14, she was taller and starting to look more like a teenager. She wanted to wear jeans and try lip gloss like her friends. But at home, the rules stayed the same. Uncle Tom would check her clothes every morning before school. "Button up that shirt," he'd grumble. Mom tried to help, saying, "Tom, she's growing up." But he just nodded and said, "Rules keep her safe." Anna felt the tension building, like a storm cloud over the river. Her dad called more often, asking how she was. "I want you to come live with me in New York," he said one day on the phone. "You'll have your own room, and we can go to parks and eat ice cream whenever you want." Anna's heart jumped with excitement. But Mom didn't like the idea. "She's fine here," Mom argued. They fought about it for weeks, loud talks on the phone, tears from Mom, and even a big meeting with all of them. Anna sat quietly, twisting her fingers, hoping for a chance to escape the strict rules. Finally, after many sad nights, Mom gave in. "Okay, Anna can go," she said, wiping her eyes. Anna packed her bags with her favorite clothes, books, and that stuffed bear from Dad. She hugged Mom and Uncle Tom goodbye, promising to visit. As the car drove away from Riverside, Anna watched the green trees fade, feeling a mix of happy and scared. What would city life be like? New York was amazing. Dad's apartment was in a fancy building with an elevator that whooshed up fast. The floors were shiny wood, and the ceilings were high like in a castle. Dad grinned as he opened the door. "Welcome home, Anna," he said. He showed her around the big kitchen with a fridge full of treats, a living room with a comfy couch and a huge TV, and best of all, her very own room. It was like a dream. The walls were painted soft pink, her favorite color, with posters of singers she loved taped up. There was a big bed with fluffy pillows, a desk for homework, and even a small computer just for her. Huge windows let in sunlight, and a little balcony overlooked a garden with colorful flowers. "This is all yours," Dad said, hugging her. Anna jumped up and down. "It's perfect," she squealed. She unpacked her things right away, hanging clothes in the closet and setting her bear on the bed. For the first time, she felt free. Dad's new wife, Aunt Lisa, was there too. She was gentle and a bit shy, with long hair and a soft voice. Aunt Lisa made pretty dresses for a living, sketching designs on paper that looked like art. She didn't have kids of her own, so she treated Anna like a daughter. "What do you like to eat?" Aunt Lisa asked on the first night. "I can make chicken soup or apple pie." Anna smiled and picked pie. It was warm and sweet, just like home but better. Aunt Lisa helped with homework too, sitting at the table and explaining math problems. "You're so smart, Anna," she would say. But sometimes, when Dad was at work, Aunt Lisa looked sad. Her eyes would get watery, and she'd stare out the window. Anna wondered why. "Are you okay?" Anna asked once. Aunt Lisa forced a smile. "Just tired, sweetie." "Don't worry." Anna felt bad and gave her a hug. Maybe Aunt Lisa missed having a family of her own. Life in New York was fun. Anna went to a new school with lots of kids. She made friends quickly. There was Emily, who loved sports, and Jake, who told great stories. They ate lunch together and played games at recess. "Your room sounds awesome," Emily said when Anna described it. After school, Dad would pick her up sometimes and take her for walks in the park. They fed ducks by a pond and ate hot dogs from a cart. Aunt Lisa joined them, laughing as they watched street performers juggle balls. Anna felt happy, like she belonged. But then, when Anna was 16, everything changed again. Aunt Lisa started feeling sick. She coughed a lot and got tired easily. Dad worried and took her to the best doctors in the city, at a big hospital with white walls and kind nurses. They ran tests and gave medicine, but Aunt Lisa didn't get better. She stayed in bed more, her face pale. Anna helped by bringing her water and reading books aloud. "Thank you, Anna," Aunt Lisa whispered one day. "You're like the daughter I always wanted." Anna held her hand, trying not to cry. But one rainy night, Aunt Lisa passed away. The apartment felt empty and quiet. Dad cried a lot, sitting alone in the living room. Anna hugged him. "I'm here, Dad," she said. To help, she started doing chores, cooking simple meals like pasta, cleaning the floors and washing laundry. She felt grown up, like she was taking care of him now. 2 years passed and Anna turned 18. She was taller, with long wavy hair and a confident smile. Boys at school noticed her. One named Tim asked her to a movie. Anna was excited, but when Tim came over, Dad acted strange. He stood with arms crossed, barely saying hello. "Be home early," he grumbled. Tim left quickly, and it happened again with other boys. Dad always found excuses like, "He's not good enough," or "You're too young." Anna wondered why. One evening, after a date ended early, she sat with Dad in the kitchen, sipping hot chocolate. "Dad, why do you push them away?" she asked. He looked at his cup for a long time. I don't want to lose you, Anna. You're all I have." His voice was soft and sad. Anna's heart melted. "I'll never leave you," she promised. "Even if I meet someone, I'll visit every day. Maybe we can all live together." Dad smiled a little. "We'll see. For now, let's make good memories." After that talk, they grew even closer. Dad took her to fun places like parties with music and dancing, or fancy restaurants with twinkly lights and yummy steaks. He bought her gifts: a shiny necklace, soft scarves, and pretty dresses. "You look beautiful in that," he'd say when she tried them on. Anna twirled in the mirror, feeling special. She started helping more at his store after school, folding clothes and greeting customers. "You're a natural," Dad said proudly. But one day, while cleaning his room, Anna found something odd: a bottle of special cream hidden in a drawer. She knew it was for grown-up men when they were alone. It made her think Dad was lonely without Aunt Lisa. That night, as they watched TV, Anna said gently, "Dad, you should find a nice woman. It's okay to be happy again." He frowned. "What? How do you know about that?" Anna blushed. "I saw the bottle. I'm 18 now, I understand. I just want you to smile more." Dad sighed deeply. "I'm happy with you, Anna. That's enough." A few days later, Dad called her to his room. "Sit with me," he said. They sat on the bed, close together. Anna could feel his warmth. "You've grown so much," he said, stroking her hair. "You're beautiful, and I want to protect you from the world." He hugged her tight. It felt nice at first, like when she was little. But then his hand moved to her back in a way that felt wrong, not like a dad's hug. Anna's heart raced. "Dad," she whispered. He pulled her closer, kissing her cheek softly. "I don't want you to leave me," he murmured. "Stay mine forever." Anna froze, confused. Part of her wanted to pull away, but he held her firm. The room spun, and everything blurred. She closed her eyes, not knowing what to do. Anna woke up in her own bed the next morning, her sheets tangled and her body sweaty. The sun peeked through the curtains. She stumbled to the mirror. Her hair was a mess, and there was a small red mark on her neck, like from a rough kiss or scratch. Was it a dream? She thought. But memories flooded back. His strong arms, his warm breath, words like, "You're mine." It scared her, but a tiny part felt a strange warmth. She took a long shower, letting the water wash away the confusion. Then she put on her favorite cozy pajamas, drank some cold water, and sat on her bed, hugging her knees. "This can't be real," she told herself. But deep down, she knew it was. Anna stayed in her room all morning, too afraid to go out. What if it happened again? She heard Dad moving around the apartment, making breakfast. Her stomach growled, but fear kept her hidden. Finally, hunger won. She tiptoed to the kitchen. Dad was at the table, reading a newspaper and sipping coffee. He looked normal, handsome with his neat hair and strong jaw. "Good morning, my Anna," he said with a smile. "Did you sleep well?" Anna nodded, her voice stuck. He stood and kissed her forehead gently. "Sorry if I scared you last night," he said. "I just love you so much. I can't live without you." He hugged her again, his hands on her waist. Anna felt her skin tingle. She hugged back weakly, her mind spinning. Was this love or something bad? That evening, Dad said, "Let's have a special night. Wear the blue dress I bought you, the one with the sparkles." Anna went to her room and put it on. It was fitted, with a short hem that showed her knees, and it made her feel grown up but shy. She added black shoes with small heels and a touch of makeup to make her eyes pop. When she came out, Dad's eyes lit up. "You look stunning," he said, taking her hand. He wore a sharp black suit that made him look like a movie star. They went to a fancy restaurant high in a skyscraper, with views of the city lights twinkling like diamonds. Waiters brought yummy food, creamy pasta, fresh salad, and chocolate cake for dessert. Dad told funny stories from his store, like the time a customer tried on a hat that was too big, and it fell over her eyes. Anna laughed, forgetting her worries for a while. "This is nice," she said. Dad nodded. "Just you and me." Back home, they sat on the couch to watch a movie, a fun one about adventures in a faraway land. Dad put his arm around her, pulling her close. His hand rested on her waist and he whispered, "You're my everything, Anna. No one else can have you." His words sent shivers down her spine. Then he leaned in and kissed her, not on the cheek, but on the lips, like in romantic movies. It tasted like the coffee he drank, mixed with something smoky. Anna's head spun. She closed her eyes, feeling lost in a river current. Part of her wanted to stop, but she didn't. He pulled back, his eyes full of fire. "You're mine forever," he said. Anna just nodded, too mixed up to speak. From that day, their life changed in big ways. Dad became super protective. He didn't let Anna go out with friends much. "Stay home with me," he'd say. If a boy called, Dad would answer and hang up. Anna missed Emily and Jake, but Dad filled her days with gifts, designer bags from his store, gold earrings from fancy shops like Sparkle Jewelers. "Wear this for me," he'd say. One day he brought home a set of lacy underclothes in black, with straps and bows. "Try it on," he urged. Anna felt her cheeks burn. "It's too grown up," she said. But he smiled. "You'll look like a queen." In her room, she put them on, feeling strange but pretty. When she showed him, his eyes widened. "You're a goddess," he whispered. He hugged her, his hands exploring. Anna felt a burning in her body, a mix of fear and something exciting. She knew it was wrong, a dad shouldn't act like this, but she couldn't say no. He was strong, and his love felt like a warm blanket that also trapped her. They spent every evening together. Dad would cook dinner, like grilled chicken with veggies, and they'd eat by candlelight. He'd tell stories from his childhood, making Anna laugh. But at night, things got closer. He'd hold her in bed, whispering she was his property. Anna felt addicted to his attention, like a drug she couldn't quit. But deep inside, guilt gnawed at her. "This is a sin," she thought during quiet moments. One afternoon, as they lay resting, Anna asked, "What if Mum finds out about us?" Dad's face hardened. "She won't. If she tries to take you, I'll make sure she can't." His words scared Anna, but she pushed them away and hugged him. "I love you, Dad," she said softly. He smiled. "I love you more, my Anna." Months went by like this. Anna stopped going to school regularly, saying she was sick. Her friends texted worried, but she ignored them. Dad was her whole world now. He took her on trips to the beach or museums, holding her hand like a couple. But the happiness felt fake. Inside, Anna hurt. "This isn't right," a voice in her head said. One day, while Dad was at work, she decided to clean his room thoroughly. Dusting the shelves, she found a small metal box hidden behind books. It was locked, but curiosity won. She searched his drawer and found a key. Inside were photos, dozens of her, taken secretly. Some while she slept, others when she changed clothes. Under them was a note in Dad's handwriting. "Anna, you're mine. No one will take you. I'll do anything, even hurt people, to keep you. Love, Dad." Chills ran through her. This wasn't love. It was obsession. Tears streamed down her face. He's crazy, she realized. She put everything back and locked her door, curling up on the bed. Sobs shook her body. How had she been so blind? She thought of Mom, Uncle Tom, her friends all pushed away because of him. That night, Anna made a plan. She couldn't stay. While Dad slept, she packed a bag with clothes, her savings from birthday money, her phone, and important papers like her ID. Her heart pounded as she snuck out the door. The city streets were dark and empty. She walked to the bus station, buying a ticket to the farthest place she could think of Sunny Beach, a sunny city by the ocean with sandy shores and blue waves. The bus ride was long, hours of staring out the window at passing trees and towns. Anna cried quietly, feeling free but terrified. What if he found her? In Sunny Beach, she rented a tiny room in a cheap hotel near the water. The walls were painted bright yellow, and she could hear seagulls outside. To eat, she got a job as a waitress at a beach cafe, serving burgers and ice cream to happy families. The owner, a friendly lady named Mrs. Lee, sighed, "You're a hard worker, Anna. Welcome aboard." The streets were fun narrow paths with colorful shops selling shells and hats. Music playing from street bands. Anna walked on the sand every morning, feeling the waves tickle her toes. For the first time in months, she breathed easy. No rules, no watching eyes. She made new friends at work, like Tina, who loved surfing. "Come to the beach party," Tina said. Anna went, laughing as they danced by a bonfire. It felt normal, like being a regular girl again. 6 months passed. Anna saved money and even started taking art classes at a community center, drawing pictures of the ocean. That's where she met Alex. He was a kind boy with curly hair and a big smile, studying to be an architect, someone who designs buildings. He worked part-time at a drink stand on the beach, mixing fruity shakes. "Your drawings are cool," he said one day, peeking over her shoulder. They talked for hours about dreams and favorite foods. Alex was funny, telling jokes that made Anna giggle. He didn't boss her. He just listened. Their first date was a picnic on the sand sandwiches, grapes, and watching the sunset. "I like you, Anna," he said shyly. She blushed. "Me too." They went on more dates. Bike rides along the shore, movies at a small theater, and walks holding hands. Alex shared his life growing up with a big family, loving to build sandcastles as a kid. Anna opened up a little about her past, but not the scary parts. "I'm glad I moved here," she said. For the first time, she felt real love, not control. One starry night at a seafood spot by the water, Alex got down on one knee. "Anna, will you marry me?" he asked, holding a simple silver ring. Tears filled her eyes. "Yes," she cried, hugging him. They planned the wedding excitedly. Anna picked a white dress with lace flowers and a short train that swished when she walked. Alex chose matching rings, plain but shiny. They invited friends from work and his family. Anna even called Mom to tell her. "I'm happy for you," Mom said, sounding teary. The days flew by with cake tastings and flower picking. Anna thought she'd finally escaped her past, but she was wrong. On the wedding day, Anna stood in her hotel room, slipping into her dress. It fit perfectly, making her feel like a princess. She fixed her hair with a flower clip and smiled in the mirror. Then the door creaked open. There stood Dad, his face dark and eyes burning. "Anna, did you think you could run?" he said coldly. "You're coming home." Terror froze her. "How did you find me?" she whispered. He smirked. "I always know where my property is." He grabbed her arm, strong as iron, and pulled her out. Outside waited his big black car. Anna struggled, but he was too powerful. "Let go." She yelled, but no one heard. He drove fast toward New York, the ocean fading behind. Anna cried the whole way, thinking of Alex waiting at the beach altar dock back in the apartment. Dad locked every door and window. "You ran away, and now you'll learn," he said angrily. He pushed her to the bed, tearing at her dress like it was paper. "You're mine," he growled, his hands rough. Anna sobbed, feeling helpless. "Please stop," she begged. But he whispered possessive words, marking her as his. Suddenly, banging echoed from the front door. "Anna, it's Alex. Open up, we're getting married." Dad's face twisted in rage. He pulled a sharp knife from his pocket and set it on the table. "No one takes what's mine," he said with an evil smile. "I'll keep you forever, even if I have to hurt him." Anna stared at the knife, fear choking her. Dad wasn't her loving father anymore. He was a monster, ready to destroy everything. But Anna's mind raced. She remembered her hidden phone in the bag Dad hadn't checked. While he paced, yelling at the door, she snuck it out and texted Mom. "Help. Dad has me in NY. Call police." Minutes felt like hours. Dad turned back, knife in hand. "You'll never leave again," he said, raising it. Anna screamed. Then sirens wailed outside. The door burst open, police rushed in, guns drawn. Mom followed, her face pale. "Anna," she cried. Dad dropped the knife, shocked. Officers grabbed him. "You're under arrest," one said. Dad yelled, "She's mine." But they took him away. Anna hugged Mom tight. "You saved me," she whispered. Mom nodded. "I knew something was wrong when you called about the wedding." They went to the station, where Anna told her story. It was hard but freeing. Dad went to jail for what he did. Anna returned to Sunny Beach, where Alex waited with open arms. "I was so scared," he said. They married a week later on the sand, with waves crashing and friends cheering. Anna wore a new dress, simple and bright. Life got better. Anna finished school, started an art shop, and had a baby girl years later. She learned that true love lifts you up, not traps you. Though scars remained, Anna grew strong, like a tree after a hurricane. She visited Mom often, baked with Uncle Tom, and lived free. The shocking secret was over, replaced by sunshine and hope.